Hi, my name is Cecilia Gomez, and I will be defending the use of torture in extreme cases of terrorism from an utilitarian perspective. This position is based on the ethnical theory of Jeremy Bentham and John Stuart Mill, who argued that an action is moral if it produces the greatest happiness for the greatest number of people. As Bentham explained, we must measure morality by its consequences. If torturing one terrorist can save hundreds or thousands of innocent lives, then it's justifiable. The suffering of one is outweighed by the general well-being achieved through saving lives. In the well-known Ticking the Time Bomb scenario, discussed by philosophers like Michael Walzer, if a terrorist knows the location of a planet bomb and torture is the only way to prevent a catastrophe, then utilitarianism allows for the sacrifice. And failing to act could result in greater harm, which contradicts the utilitarian principle of maximizing overall well-being.
Hi, my name is Leonardo Ayala Medina, and I will be arguing against the use of torture based on natural law theory and an ethical tradition defended by philosophers like Santo Tomás de Aquino and more recently John Finnis. Well, my first argument is according to this theory, there are universal moral principles that must never be violated, such as human dignity. Torturing, even if they are guilty, goes against their values as a human being and violates natural law. As Finnis explained, the end does not justify the means. And the second argument, additionally, as noted by philosopher Jane Einstein, permitting torture even in exceptional cases damage the moral and legal structure of society. It opens the door to abuse and the justification of other human rights violations. A truly just society cannot be built on the denied fundamental principles.
I understand your point of view, but from Mill's perspective, inaction is also a moral choice. If avoiding torture results in the death of hundreds of people, we are allowing greater harm in order to uphold an absolute principle.
Well, I understand that, but as a Finnis argues, some values are non-negotiable. Once we accepted violating them in an extreme situation, we risk weakening them in every other situation. It's a dangerous slippery slope.
It's definitely a complex dilemma, but I still believe that in extreme cases we must choose the lesser evil to protect the greater good.
And I remain firm in believing that universal principles like human dignity must be upheld under all circumstances.
Thank you for watching our discussion on torture and terrorism from a perspective of utilitarianism and natural law.